welcome to another video, guys. I'm going to be doing a voiceover for the majority of this video. I didn't get a lot of footage this week, so I'm going to talk you through what's been going on for my training. So I realized after watching my last video, I didn't include my deadlift day, or my second deadlift day, in that video, as I said I did. So I'm including it in this video now, and that's the footage you're watching. This was my heavy deadlift day, and I did a 4x4 with 345 pounds on sumo deadlift. I made a couple of technique adjustments on the way that I pull, so I decided to raise my hips, and was trying to find a way to work on my external knee rotation. My knees started caving in a lot when I was looking at side views and like 3/4 angle views on my pulls. I was noticing the knees were caving in, and I kept having my hips rise before the bar did. To combat this, I decided to raise my hips to where they're setting as soon as I initiate my pull, and in doing so, it actually made my external knee rotation significantly better, but the con to that was my back started rounding much worse than it does even with conventional deadlift, which is less than ideal and extremely inefficient for pulling sumo. So this is my last warm-up here of 315 pounds for a set of 2. Moved pretty well, but as I said, like my back was rounding like crazy, and that was completely unbeknownst to me. I had actually no idea this was going on until I decided to take a side view and show it to my buddy Bryce, and realized that it was absolutely fucking atrocious. It looked horrible, honestly. So lesson learned from that external knee rotation and having that fixed doesn't always mean that it's better for my pull. I'd rather have a little bit of knee cave and have a more upright torso than have less knee cave and a completely rounded over cat back dog shit deadlift. But I'll let this top set play through here for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hey guys, welcome to another voiceover. This was my bench day. I did 4 sets of 8 with 190 pounds. I've moved my grip out to max legal grip, and I've been working on my arch. As you'll see, I actually had a substantially larger arch than I normally do. I attribute that to a lot of the mobility that I've been doing for my quads, loosening off my hips, and a lot of the thoracic mobility as well.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Fuck this. Fuck. Did you see this? Look at this.
These moved really well, and looking back at the footage, they moved a lot faster than I had actually felt like they were moving, which is really awesome, given the fact that when I first started doing max width grip bench, it actually felt like shit. Figured out how to use a little bit of leg drive, so that's another benefit to this as well. And you'll see that my arch actually stood throughout the entire set, which is really awesome. So, just a little shout out for my dad here. My dad's been going to the gym with me since early December, and when we first started, he wasn't doing any compound movements. He was doing a lot of just bodybuilding kind of stuff with dumbbells. You saw him just hit 175 pounds, which is his previous best. He started benching about a month ago, and now he's actually smoking bench. This is 185 pounds right now. Moved pretty well. He's just doing touch and go reps right now just to get into the plane of motion. He doesn't compete in powerlifting or anything like that, so there's no need to introduce a pause right now. But he ended up working to 190 pounds today, which is really fucking awesome, and I'm really proud of him. He ended up hitting a deadlift PR later this week, which I will show you guys as well. But that's all the footage for bench. I will see you guys in the next clip. Oh, hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood I always do fucking voiceovers. What's up guys? Welcome to a third and final voiceover of the video. I'm just going to talk you guys through my squats and deadlifts from the other day. I ended up staying in the gym from, I think it was about 7 p.m. about midnight. I ended up doing like 2.5 hours of singles with 315 with sumo, just making minor adjustments to my technique, trying to find what works for me. But I'll talk you through this set of squats here. 4 sets of 8 with 275 pounds, and as you can see, it moved like fucking nothing. Honestly felt like a 5 RPE. I don't think that 12 reps was out of the question with these sets, which should be a little obvious considering that these percentages are still really, really low. But given the fact that these were pretty close to what I was doing for sets of 7 on my final weeks of squat, it's still pretty impressive, and they've become really robotic for me despite converting to low bar pretty recently. It's been about 3 weeks that I've been squatting low bar now consistently, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with how squats are feeling right now. I'm definitely stoked to be going for a PR in about 8 weeks here, and hopefully I blow up some huge numbers. This is my set of 6 with 325 pounds on conventional deadlift. They look immaculately better than they did the last week, which is always good. After taking like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks off of pulling conventional, they had actually felt like shit last week, but it's nice to see that they're looking a lot better. Just to give you guys a bit of an idea of how I've been doing my programming, I've been pulling sumo twice a week. One day is light and one day is heavy, and then I pull conventional a third day for moderate intensity. The 90% of the people that I would talk to would say that pulling 3 times a week is a one-way ticket to Snap City, but honestly, I couldn't disagree with them more. Basically, just if you want to get good at something, do it more. It's all about how you structure your program, your intensities, your volume. As long as you're working within like a maximum recoverable volume range, then you should be fine. It's not that detrimental. If you're not YOLOing it and just being a fucking retard, you should be able to do it, and I would advocate it for anyone who's trying to increase their deadlift. You're only going to get better by honing in your own technique and working on it consistently and having a consistent pull. That's what's going to make your deadlift go up. But enough ranting for now. This is my dad's 315-pound deadlift PR. His previous best was 285 pounds, and as you'll see, this moved really, really well.
Come on, up! Fucking easy. Fuck yeah.
So, as I mentioned before, I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of my 2 deadlifts. The singles that I did from Friday, and the sets of 4 that I did with 345 pounds on my heavy day. So I wanted to compare the torso angle on both, which I'll show you guys right now. So as you guys can see, there is a large difference between the two, not only in lumbar flexion, but thoracic flexion as well. You can see that in the left picture here, my scapula is much more centered over the bar as opposed to the one on the right. My hips are a little bit lower as well, and although it was a little bit harder to get off the floor, or not harder per se, but took longer to break the floor than the right hand one, the load is only about 30 pounds difference. And as I said before, the external knee rotation on the right hand side was a hell of a lot better than what it normally is, despite having a much more rounded over back. But as you can see on the left hand side of the video, which I'll play again here, you can see that the external knee rotation was basically the same, with a more upright torso and a more neutral spine, which in my eyes is exactly what I'm looking to do with my sumo pull. Have a neutral spine, upright torso, and have good external knee rotation. But I'll let the rest of my singles play through and then I'll let you guys have a look at them, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Oh, new gym swag. Black on black, the Phantom tee. And the tricolor Allegiant hoodie. Oh my god. I got charcoal inside the hood. It's a fleece hoodie, so it's nice and soft on the inside. Just a pullover, but gonna rock the shit out of these next week. If you guys want these, check out the Spreadshirt link in the description box. Yeah. Black on black.
Black on black with hair slicked back. Boy, I got the hardest style.
So guys, this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I got both of my deadlift days in there, as well as my bench day. And this is actually going to be the conclusion of my second week of my introductory training block here. I've got one more week, and then I'll be increasing volume and intensity, and then introducing some new accessories as well. I've been training like a bodybuilder on my secondary exercises after my main working sets that I do for like powerlifting and stuff like that, my main movement and my secondary accessory. So if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video and next week. Peace.